Craig, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. Shots good by Miller.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
Ingram outside. Barrett the pass to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And another of these young, talented players out of Canada, R.J. Barrett, is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
And Barrett gets it to go.
R.J. Barrett, always making his presence felt.
There's Ball with the 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Raptors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Here's Barrett. It's rebounded by Charlotte. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
You have to take advantage of opportunity. That's exactly what they did, and really, that's all you can ask for.
Barrett, no good with the layup. For Charlotte, they've gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Bridges shot, good.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, it's forcing them to guard at all 3 levels.
Back to Barrett. To end the run. The shot misses. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, with a window of opportunity opening in the East, the Raptors are trying to make inroads. After acquiring Brandon Ingram last season, he's finally out of the bubble wrap and providing that offensive punch that this team has needed. The goal is clear. Ingram said it himself. They're looking to get back into the playoffs in Toronto.
Love that confidence. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Here's Shed following the basket by Colin Sexton. Ingram with it. "17 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Shed, defended by Sexton. Clock is at 3. There's the 3. Can't hit that one. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Hornets lead by 8. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
They've got James, Brandon Miller out there with Williams. Then there's Sexton. And it's Diabate in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Charlotte leading by 11. James finds Williams. Sexton against Dick. And again, it's Charlotte with a 3.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
Defenders going at Colin Sexton should be mindful of his prowess in the paint, Greg. He's pretty tricky.
That's right, Kevin. We tend to think of guards like Sexton as perimeter pests. But Colin's a real plus when he's in close. Let him slip by you, and it's a deuce.
And again, it's Colin Sexton. Sexton's got 10 points.
and he is just an explosive athlete. Sexton not at all fazed by the contact.
And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, "It's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe." Back over to you, Kevin.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Knipple comes in for Williams, and Ball subbed in for James. Let's now turn our attention to the sideline for the latest on Miles Bridges. Hey, Allie, what are they saying over there?
The head athletic trainer for Charlotte provided some information. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Nobody wants an injury, especially this early in the season, but the good news, he's been cleared by the training staff to play through. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. We appreciate the update.
Well, it's a tough part of the game for sure. You see these athletes out here with the strength and speed that they play with. Injuries are unavoidable.
Dick against Sexton. Count the basket.
Not just a jump shooter. Dick can operate inside that restricted area.
The 15-footer, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. He's got 8.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
I like their offensive approach. They've been aggressive, but under control.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And in the end, that's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Gotta love the control Ingram has with the basketball.
And here is Ingram. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Yep, that one goes.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points in close range. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
Colin Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight. And, guys, has been the driving force for Charlotte. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Toronto Raptors.
Instead of rebounding, they're just watching. So annoying.
Yeah, we thought this might be a weak spot for them, but come on, man. You got to compete.
As we move on, let's get a look at some of the injuries around the NBA.
Towns will be watching from the bench, so I want to see how it affects their spacing. It's not easy to stretch the floor without the big fella. They miss that aspect whenever he's sitting out.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
So for Toronto right now, the post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. And it's Ingram at the small forward position. And a player, Tim, who stuffs the stat sheet, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, Kevin, he just has a great all-around game. But the thing I like the most, he's very unselfish. He will pass up a shot if a teammate has a better one.
And that one's good, Ingram.
Well, I'll tell you what, that pull-up jumper is so tough to stop because of the high release point. Brandon Ingram got himself a better angle.
Bridges shot, good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Onside, Barrett. 1:58 left in the third. Inside, Hurdle. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Hurdle's got his second basket.
Tremendous read by Barrett. He recognized coming out of that pick and roll who had the better shot.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Back over to you.
A tone setter for sure at that end. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Quickly against Ball. Pass to Miller. Shoots over Ingram. That's good from Miller on the assist from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. There's a minute left in the third quarter. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Sexton, he's checked in for the Hornets. And then for Toronto, Mamu Pelishvili is checked in. And Dick subbed in for Brandon Ingram. Tries a 3 off the inbound. Sexton grabs the board. Hornets leading by 17. Here's Miller. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Dick in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. Charlotte's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them.
And there's no question Sexton can flat out score. I mean, he feels like he can get it done from anywhere.
Barnes outside. Lets it go with a 3. Quickly with a wide open look. Connects from three-point range.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
And that one, good. Ball's got 12 points in the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. At the forward spots, it's Miller and Bridges. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Knuckle. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. 2 points, that one goes.
Such great touch from Knuckle. If you can't drive the lane, the midi is a good option.
Hurdle with a screen on Bridges. Barnes passes to Purdy. Oh, the slam dunk.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Quickly against Ball. Outside Bridges. The 19-foot shot. And Charlotte again with the bucket. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team.
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
And the Hornets call time here. There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Bridges. Rebounded by Ingram.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
He flies in for the alley-oop flush.
That is a beautiful delivery, and Barnes was not going to waste that opportunity.
LaMelo. Hill rips down the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
No good there. Hornets leading by 16.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Charlotte.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LaMelo Ball.
Well, it's a great night for him, and his impact goes beyond the box score. The relentless energy he plays with fuels his team.
Ingram kicks to quickly. Raptors moving the ball around. Birtle sets the pick for Barnes. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
And it's Ingram missing. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Over Barnes. And there's another one for the Hornets.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is